What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. We are talking about a nice Nightfall weapon that we got this season, and last in the duty-bound auto rifle. This has some pretty fun perks on it for taking into, again, PvP, PvE. You know how it works, going over these god rolls for this weapon here. So this duty-bound auto rifle is that adaptive frame with 600 rounds a minute, a little bit faster than our fire freight, which we went over earlier in this week. Now the duty-bound is a little bit special since it is a Nightfall weapon. We can get the adept version on it, which allows us to put some extra those adept mods, which just make the gun a little bit better. But we're going to go over the god rolls for PvP and PvE. These work for both the adept version and normal version if you can't get into those GMs. So first off, for our PvP god roll, we are going to go with hammer forged rifling for that nice little bit of extra range, as they say here on light.gg. I think that with how this weapon shoots, don't really need the handling and stability as much, so I like throwing on that 10 range so we can absolutely mat people with this AR. Now, as always in our second slot, accurized rounds, again for that extra range. So we're going to get plus 20 range between hammer forged and accurized, allowing us to, like I said, absolutely lay into people in Crucible at a longer distance that they definitely won't be expecting from an auto rifle. So inside of our third column for the PvP realm, I'm not really sure which one I'm fully looking for, but I have two options that I'm going to be happy with either of them because I keep going back and forth. First off, we have Zen Moment, so as you do those continuous damage, that continuous hits with this weapon, you're going to get extra stability, which is very, very nice for PvP, so you can just absolutely have no bounce and just laser people with Zen Moment. Now another option is perpetual motions, so you're basically always moving in Crucible in my opinion, and it's going to give you 15 stability, 15 handling, and 15 reload at 2 stacks, which is also a very good addition to that stability. Plus it gives you handling so you can switch out to this weapon or off of the weapon a little bit faster. Very, very nice for Crucible. Now, easily, in my opinion, for this fourth slot, you're going to have to go with Dynamic Sway. So improved accuracy and stability while holding down the trigger. So this pairs very well with Zen Moment. And then Dynamic Sway is very good, like I said, for beaming people. You could go Frenzy or Rampage for that little bit of extra damage. But I do think that Dynamic Sway, for me personally, feels the best, being able to have that accuracy and that stability be increased just by firing the weapon. Moving on to the PvE realm and the god rolls for our bad boy here. Personally, I am again going with corkscrew rifling for stability, range, and handling. Just a kind of jack of all trades perk, if you will, which just makes the weapon feel better in my hands when I take it into my PvE activities. Now again, we got some very interesting perks right here in Appended Mag and Tactical Mag. Personally, again, I think I gotta go with Tactical just because even though it only gives us 3 in the magazine compared to 6 extra shots, we're getting plus 5 to stability and plus 10 to reload. So overall, we'll be able to reload faster, shooting more ammo downfield compared to just having those extra 3 bullets overall with that slower reload time. So I'm definitely going with Tactical Mag in our second column. Now this weapon has a very good combination of perks for our third and fourth column with 2 different options in my personal opinion. I am personally loving Stats for All and One for All. They pair very, very well together with both having to damage 3 separate enemies. Stats for All right here, after we damage those enemies, we get range, we get stability, we get handling, and we get reload, which is very, very good for PvE because, like I said, jack of all trades, it just helps overall make the weapon better. And then if you pair that with One for All, again, damaging those 3 separate targets, you get a 35% damage increase to this gun, so you get get damage, you get range, you get stability, handling, and reload speed with the combination of these 2 perks just from hitting 3 different targets, not even defeating them. So you could just shoot 3 different targets and then get all of those to stack and then just start laying into everything inside of whatever activity you are in. Now, another great option as well is triple tap with Vorpal weapons, so we can do more damage on those bosses. And since this is a primary, we're getting 20% damage increase to those bosses, mini bosses, and vehicles. And then with triple tap pairing that, when we get those precision hits in a row, we get refund of ammo from our reserves to the magazine. So this just allows us to absolutely lay into some of those bigger bosses with big hit shots for precision, because triple tap will just keep on basically reloading our weapon, and that Vorpal with 20% damage is very, very gnarly. So if you're gonna go triple tap Vorpal, very good roll. But me personally, the God roll is stats for all, 1 for all. Very, very good combo of perks in Destiny. One of my favorite in general. I have it on a lot of my PvE guns. If they can have the option of both of these, I'm definitely looking for that combination, because that synergy is off the charts in my personal opinion. I know I do say that a lot, but I really do think stats for all, 1 for all, very, very good combo, especially for this duty bound auto rifle and how the meta is working out in right now. Now, we might get some more changes up to the sandbox and all that next season with ARC 3.0 and all the changes coming, but either way, that roll with stats for all, 1 for all, should not change unless they absolutely annihilate the perks, which I can't see that happening. But hopefully y'all get out there, run some Nightfalls to get the normal version, run some GMs to get the adept version of this duty bound when it's back in rotation for our Nightfalls. Should be a super fun one to grind for. Definitely be on the lookout for it. Thank you guys again for watching and supporting the channel. Means a lot to me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.